Welcome to this episode of the Data Science Ascent course. Today, we're covering Module 4, Data Wrangling, specifically focused on the professional's opening moves for loading and inspecting datasets. By the end of this video, you will have mastered 3 key objectives: loading real-world files with confidence, executing a standardized 5-move inspection ritual, and drafting your first data findings memo. Here is our roadmap for this episode. We'll start with the chess opening analogy, move into using read CSV, cover the 5-move inspection sequence, and finish by creating a professional findings memo. Why talk about chess? Because just as grandmasters study their opening moves to avoid early game disasters, data scientists need a structured opening ritual for every new dataset to prevent preventable errors. Operating without a ritual leads to ad hoc transformations and hidden errors. A fixed opening ensures you understand the data's shape, types, and quality before you ever make your first edit. Moving to step 2, we replace manual CSV parsing with Pandas read CSV. This function is our primary tool for loading data, and understanding how it works is vital for every practitioner. Data in the wild is often hostile. You'll encounter files with inconsistent delimiters, missing headers, or problematic encodings that can crash your kernel. Fortunately, read CSV has a built-in rescue kit. The rescue kit includes parameters like sep for delimiters, header and names for files lacking headers, encoding for non-standard character sets, and nrows to preview large datasets without overloading memory. Here is the code in action. Always try to load the file as is first so you can see the error. Then apply the correct parameter to fix the specific loading issue you've encountered. Now, let's look at the 5-move opening ritual: shape check, range sanity, type and null radar, and category audit. Running these in order provides a consistent diagnostic snapshot for every dataset. Move 1 involves head, tail, and sample. Using these together gives you a balanced view of the data, as head alone can be misleading if the file is sorted by a specific variable. Move 2 is checking the shape. This quickly validates if your file loaded completely and helps align your expectations regarding the scale of rows and columns before you begin your analysis. Move 3 is info. This command serves as your trouble radar, revealing data types and null counts. Look for columns that should be numeric but appear as objects, as these often signal issues. Seeing an object D-type where you expect a date or number is a primary quality signal. It means Pandas couldn't parse the column consistently. Make a note of this to address during the cleaning phase. Finally, Move 4 uses describe to check range sanity. Your goal here isn't a deep statistical analysis, but rather hunting for impossible values, like negative order amounts or unrealistic dates. Move 4 uses describe for range sanity. We are looking for red flags like negative amounts or dates in the wrong century. Don't decide how to fix them yet, just flag them, note the minimum value, and keep the count in mind. Our 5th move is value counts. While categorical columns might look clean in head, this command exposes the truth. We scan for case variants, white space, and unexpected values that suggest the data needs cleaning. When using value counts, remember these pro tips. Default is sorted by frequency. Use dropna equals false to reveal hidden nulls, and normalize equals true to see proportions instead of raw counts. Here is our 5-move summary. These steps are quick, usually taking under 3 minutes. But they save countless hours of troubleshooting by catching errors early in your workflow. This code block shows how to run the full ritual on a dataset. By automating these checks, you get a clean diagnostic start to your analysis for every new project. Remember that inspection produces notes, not just vibes. In a professional setting, this memo is a formal deliverable. Every observation should be specific, documented, and actionable. After your inspection, you will assemble your notes into this structured 5-line memo at the top of your notebook. This becomes the standard starting cell for all your future data work. The memo matters because it demonstrates professional rigor, acts as a checkpoint for potential bias, and provides a clear roadmap for the data cleaning tasks in the following episodes. The memo is a living document. You write it during inspection, use it to guide your cleaning in later episodes, and keep it updated as your understanding of the dataset matures. For your hands-on exercise, you will load both a provided hostel file and your own project data. You will document the loading process, run the 5-move ritual, and create your findings memo. When tackling the hostile file, see the failure first. Do not skip the error. Loading the file and letting it fail is the only way to truly understand why your rescue parameters are necessary. A quick production caution. When teaching or presenting, always demonstrate the error before showing the fix. And remember, keep the describe diagnostic pass brief. Save the deep statistics for later modules. This episode connects back to earlier lessons. We retire our hand-rolled reader, expand on bias cataloging, apply descriptive statistics for diagnostics, and use info to spot the D-types we learned to handle in Module 1. Keep this quick reference guide handy. From the Read CSV Rescue Kit to the structure of your data quality memo, these are the pillars of a disciplined, professional data workflow. To wrap up, openings are studied, not improvised. Info is your primary trouble radar, and your inspection should always result in a written memo. Thank you for joining this module. Now that you've mastered the process, here is what a professional data quality memo looks like when it's finished. It serves as a clear, concise summary of the dataset state, highlighting exactly what needs your attention next. Avoid these common pitfalls: skipping your random sample, cleaning mid-inspection, missing nulls by ignoring the drop na parameter, or using vague language in your memo. Specificity is what makes your documentation truly valuable to the team. This is the complete single-cell template for your opening ritual. Copy this into the second cell of every new notebook to ensure you are consistently evaluating every dataset you work with. With this ritual in your toolkit, you can now see the entire board. By looking systematically before you touch anything, you move from hoping your data is correct to knowing exactly what you are dealing with. In the next episode, we will focus on selecting and filtering data. You will learn to navigate the table by label and position, while avoiding the most common pitfalls in Pandas. I will see you there. This program was brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team and Technovative AI.